Good morning, everyone. It's Tammy, and it's time to do my planner flip through for the week of December 30th through January 5th. So this was a fun, busy, quick, crazy week, as it is for a lot of people between the weeks of Christmas and New Year's. It was, you kind of lose track of what day it is and what's going on. And I actually took off between Christmas and New Year's, so that was great. But I did work Thursday and Friday. You'll see that here. But I have these 2 pages out of my planner because I actually put them away. And then I realized I haven't done my flip through, so I got them back out. But these are going in my 2024 planner. I stupidly did not put a divider between the years. So I go from December 31st to January 1st with no break, which was dumb on my part because now I have to separate the days in my storage planner. And I did show what that is when I did my planner video, if you guys are interested in that. But anyway, here is Monday. What did I do Monday? It's hard to even remember. It feels like it was so long ago, and it was just a week ago. But I did start my hobo planner. I started doing my weekly to-do list and my highlights of the day. I started that in my hobo planner, and again in my other video I did show that. So I did that. I also filmed a little bit. Chris worked, and he brought, and I didn't write that on here. I should have written that on here. Let's just write it on here now. And he went in at something like 3 a.m. to 1:30, I think was the time he worked, because I remember he worked late this day because he brought home Mitchell's, which is a taco place that has really good shrimp tacos, and that was very nice. And I did sign up for the Book of the Month Club with Tracy, and I watched some random TV. I made ham salad that evening because I had made a ham earlier in I think Sunday I made a ham. I don't remember. Saturday or Sunday I made a ham, and so I made ham salad on this day, which was very good. And I ordered some groceries that day, just did some random, chore things. And then Tuesday was New Year's Eve, and that was very, very fun. Chris worked again that day. He picked up Sam's Club and Kroger, and I had actually rented a place called the Gathering Place here in town, and we had Alex and Delaney and some of Delaney's family over at the Gathering Place, and we made personal pizzas and we played games, and we just had a great time. It was such a good time. It was kind of nice. It wasn't kind of nice. It was very nice to get to know some of her family better, to get to know her a little bit better. I mean, I know her, but it's always nice when you spend time with your kids and your family. So it was great. The high was 44. The low was 33 this day. It was it was chilly, but it was still it was nice. I made snacks. I made taco dip and Chex Mix and sausage. I don't know what that was. Meatballs. We just did a bunch of different appetizer-y things. And then, like I said, we had personal pizzas for the night. And we just celebrated into the new year that way. We actually didn't celebrate into the new year, but we celebrated the new year that way. And then everybody left when everyone felt like they were ready. And I actually stayed up until midnight, but Chris went to bed. I woke him up at midnight to give him a kiss and tell him Happy New Year. But that was it. But it was a great evening, lots of fun. And I'm looking forward to spending more time with her and her family. So that was great. And then Wednesday was New Year's Day. I slept in until 9:16 in the morning. It was an easy morning. We didn't really have any plans, and we weren't sure if we were going to be doing anything or not. But then Dave, one of our friends, asked if we wanted to go to dinner with him and Esther. Esther is his friend from Switzerland, and she's in town until she left on Thursday. So this would be the last day that we could go. And so we said, sure, absolutely, we'd love to. But it was great. Chris was off. I was off. We just hung out, watched YouTube, watched TV. It was a lazy day. And then we ended up going to a place called K-Town for dinner, which was fabulous. I texted with my Aunt Nomi. We had nice conversation. I love her, and it was great. and K-Town was marvelous. So that was how we spent New Year's Day. And then Thursday, I went back to work and there was a lot to catch up on. I was busy. It says post office run on the sticker, but I didn't really go to the post office. I just put a lot of, and I had gotten them ready earlier, but I got all of my January cards ready and I put them in the mailbox on Thursday. I did film my plan with me. I ordered some new alcohol markers and they arrived this day. I just ordered them from Amazon, but I have been enjoying my coloring pages, so that's what that was about. I did my eyebrows and they needed it badly, so that was good. I just made spaghetti for dinner, easy. It was also trash day. I did laundry and dishes and I watched random TV and YouTube. Chris went to bed really early that day because he went to work at 1 o'clock in the morning this day, so he was done. So that's how we spent Thursday. And then Friday was another work from home day. Chris got up at 1 a.m. to go to work and I woke up with him too, and it was crazy. I was so tired, but I couldn't sleep. I've not been sleeping well yet. But so at 1 o'clock I started watching some of my Christmas movies that I hadn't watched, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I ended up watching 6 movies that day. Now when I say watching, it's not exactly watching. They were on the TV. I did work from home this day, so lots of times I'll have the TV running in the background and as I'm doing stuff, so I don't really pay a whole lot of attention, but it's all right. I mean, they're Hallmark movies, so you kind of know what's happening anyway. There was some snow on the ground this day, and we had a winter storm watch. I made white hot chocolate this day. It was so good. And I ordered a new hat for Chris, which is kind of exciting. I haven't told him even that I ordered it, but I'm excited for it to get here. I'm yawning now. I'm sorry. And then after work, Chris and I went into Lafayette, and I had a return at Kohl's, and then we made a Target run. I got some Valentine's Day stuff for Hazel, and then we met the kids. They had Hazel, so we met them at Cheddar's and had dinner, and it was so good, and she was so cute, and I'll try to put some pictures of her here at the end. She did really well eating, so Pop told her that she could get some chocolate cake, and she was super excited, so that was cute. And then Saturday we learned that we could order groceries and have them delivered from the Walmart in one of the towns close, which is crazy because nothing is delivered here, but you can get groceries. So we were excited about that. So I did that, and Stacy is the person that shopped for us. I don't know her from Adam, but she made a little note and I thought it was so sweet. Thank you for the opportunity to shop for you today, Stacy. So I thought that was cute and I just wanted to share that. And then I watched a movie. I slept until 7. Chris did not work this day. That was nice. We took our leg lamp down for the season, the Christmas Story leg lamp. I did finish some winter cards that I had started, so I have those ready. I need to, fill them out and send them to friends, but I did some winter cards, which was fun. I hadn't made cards in a little minute. I received my Book of the Month club. We made ramen for lunch. Chris had gotten, I know this sounds silly, and I may have talked about it already because it's kind of silly, but it's good. There's you can buy dehydrated vegetables to put on top of your ramen. It's like carrots and celery and spices. I don't know what all is in it. But you can sprinkle it on top of your ramen, and it, rehydrates when you're cooking the ramen, and it is a game changer. I like ramen soup anyway. I don't eat a ton of it, but I do enjoy it. I don't know. I probably go through 6, maybe a couple times a month I have it. But I can tell you, since I've had this, it's been more like once a week I've had it, and Chris hadn't had it yet. So I made lunch and I made ramen for both of us, and it was really good. And then I made a Chinese kind of a dinner. One of the things, when we opened the freezer to see what we had, to see what we could maybe make for dinner this day, and we kind of knew we were just going to stay in. It's really cold and it was supposed to snow, and we were kind of just, let's just stay in and see what we can do. So we opened the freezer, and there was some chicken fried rice in there that I'd gotten from Trader Joe's, and I thought, ooh, let's do some Chinese. And then we knew that we could get things delivered, and we hadn't tried it yet, so we wanted to do that. So I ordered some egg rolls and some wontons, like cream cheese filled wontons and chicken egg rolls. And then I had some chicken that was in the freezer too. That was like, I don't know, some sort of chicken in a sauce, like orange chicken. So I thought, oh, we'll just heat up all that and have that for dinner. And we did. And it was nasty. It was so bad. I did not enjoy the egg rolls at all. The egg rolls actually kind of grossed me out, and they were just awful. I didn't deep fry anything. I just cooked it in the oven, and then the rice and the chicken I put on the stove. That was the best part, the rice and the chicken. But the egg rolls and the cream cheese things weren't bad, but they were almost flavorless. They were just cream cheese stuffed wontons. I don't know. The dinner was gross. I ended up throwing it away. I had a turkey sandwich. I was like, ugh, this is nasty. So whatever. You know, you win some, you lose some. I did do some coloring. We watched a movie called Carry On and The 688. Both of those were pretty good movies. We watched some Gilmore Girls. So we just spent an easy Saturday in. And then yesterday was Sunday. I did the announcements at church. There were literally 11 people at church yesterday. It was so dead. I think it was a combination of the scare of the weather, and then people are just sick. There's COVID, there's the flu, we have somebody with shingles. It's just crazy around here. So I don't know if it's the same way with you guys, but whoo-wee, it's a sicky kind of season. And they're predicting 10 to 12 inches of snow. We're supposed to get a lot. And it was supposed to start around 1. Church is usually over, I don't know, by 11:30 or 12 at the latest, 11:30 usually. I mean, it starts at 10:15, so 11:30 it's over. If there's fellowship afterward, usually you're finished by noon. But they're actually canceled fellowship for the whole month of January, so that's not even a thing. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That point was that, you know, church was be over before the snow was supposed to start. So I don't know why there were so few people, but there was nobody there, which is fine. It was just different. And it's hard to do the announcements with nobody listen. I mean, there's people listening. That's not exactly right, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, usually when you're standing in front and there's a certain amount of people, you kind of get used to that. And then when there's just few people, you're like, I don't know what to say. I feel like I need to entertain or do a song or dance or something. It was weird, but it was fine. It's just weird. And I've talked way too much about that. We ended up going to backyard barbecue with our pastor Dave, and it was great. We had a great conversation. It was fun. Then Chris and I ended up cuddling on the couch and watching TV. We watched Reagan and we watched Landman, and I took a short nap. We made hot chocolate, and that was great. And then I made lobster bisque for dinner, and oh my goodness, it was really, really good. Chris is taking it for lunch today, and he's excited to have it for lunch. So that was my week. Like I said, it was a crazy, busy, didn't know what day it was some of the time kind of a week. But you know what? Those are good sometimes. And I even put in my planner for Saturday as the highlight was that these are the days that you kind of long for when you're really busy and crazy. I mean, we didn't do anything really. We just hung out and watched TV, and I took a nap, and you know, it was just easy. And I don't want to say boring because I don't really get bored anymore. I always have something to do, but it was very nice. And that was my week. So I pray for you guys. I hope that you have a wonderful week this week. And I hope that you guys take the time to find something to enjoy each and every day. Thank you for watching, and stay warm. Bye.
Like kind of the way she described her bachelorette, that bachelorette party that she went to. Oh. You pay all this money.